I gotta get my little bearings here. There's a major update someplace. Every place. And the no place space has been updated. Like, more have been added to the no place space. You know what I'm gonna do real quick while I'm on the phone? While I'm on the computer? Is I'm gonna, since I don't have any mirrors in my house, I did an experiment recently. I got this product. This product, it's for hair. Now, it's a grooming cream. And so I thought I would try it because my hair is like horse hair. It's so thick. Oh. And so what I did is after I got out of the shower, whatever day that was, yesterday, the day before, I put this stuff in my hair. Oh, be careful. I didn't, Mom. The hair gel fell. I didn't. Oh. I used this, and then why do I have two chats? Let me close this window because now I got more windows open. What is happening? I'm out of control. I have lost control of my own tiny tube. Okay, so we're gonna turn off. Okay, we're close that. All right, and then close that. What is happening? Okay, usage. What? Screen time? Huh? When did I ask for that? I did not. Okay. What in tarnation? We're flipping around like a deck of cards, our timelines, Ma. Yes. Our realities. There's that window. That's how it all began, with that confound gold thing right there. So I got this hair product. And I'm doing this now because I don't have mirrors in my house. So this is the same as a mirror. So let's see how it turned out. La, 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 la. See, I trick people all the time. I'm always tricking people. Not in a negative way. Well, people have a misconceptions of me, and then I change the way I look, and then that changes how they think about me. And really, ooh, that's cool. That's really dope, huh, Ma? Yes. Look at that. Looks like I got one of them permanents. That those young men are spending $40 again one day. Wow. That looks really dope. Oh my lawn. Oh my goodness. What is happening with my hair? Am I growing up, Ma? Nah. Nah. I just listened to this. That looks cool though. I like it. I like when my hair's down because I don't wear it down a whole lot. When I was in the Air Force, I had this whole head of hair. But I couldn't wear it like this. That was against regulations. That would make a man feel less than. And so I had a whole head of hair, and that's why when I was in Greece, I cut it off. Like up to here. I cut it. Or I cut it like, it wasn't all the way short, and then when I got back, I went and got a haircut that would have made my grandpa Butch proud. Wow. See, I was going to buy a hair curler, and I don't even need to, because all I got to do is put this stuff in my hair and then freaking put it in a braid. That's freaking cool, Ma. Isn't it? Mm-hmm. Want to see it? Feel that. Oh, yes. It's like a horse's ass, huh? My face is like a horse. This is like a horse's tail. So where's the ass? Anyway, the link I put in the talk box down there is for a conversation that I want to piggyback on my talk. And the conversation, that's not supposed to be there. I gotta turn down the volume. By a man named William Donahue. I don't know when the original conversation transpired. I wonder when it transpired. Is that the one? But anyway, he had a conversation, and he in a very brief period of time, 52 minutes and 19 seconds, basically explained to anybody that has any kind of level of comprehension skill and any kind of soul and spirit, and he talks about the metaphor of Christ and being connected to the Christos frequency. It's the JC frequency is what we connect to, you know? And those aren't usually found. I mean, and see, we never got Christmases in traditional ways. We were all Christmases from the time I was 7 years old until I was 12, 13. And I was just like, you know what? I don't want to go hang out with this guy anymore. He don't even like me. I'm supposed to call him dad. Like I get yelled at. Like it's not fun. I don't get shit I ask for. Like I get made fun of. I get ridiculed. Like why do I want to? And then I had to go spend 11 hours on a Greyhound bus to come home from that. And I hated it. So I got to change the oscillating fan. I'm getting fired up. You can tell when I get fired up. I get that JC frequency in me. I get fired up. So he was talking about it's gonna bug me. I'm gonna have to put it up at some point. I need to get more hair accessories, but I'm not used to having hair. But I just ordered Mom a bunch of clips, bunch of barrettes, so I can put her hair up. Because her hair, I can tell when it bothers her, it becomes bothersome. I was talking about William Donahue and the JC frequency. And basically, it's funny because in the last 8 years, 9 years that I've been having these talks on my tiny tube, I have been saying what he says the goal is to do. And basically, I mean, and that's basically saying what the idea of JC says, you know, take care of everybody, make sure people's feet are clean and well taken care of. People don't understand the importance of feet care. They have no clue. Like, if you can't walk, you're dead. You can't, like, unless you have a whole bunch of people to take care of you. And, you know, Mom didn't. I mean, her feet got her kicked out of her bloodline because she was born with 2 club feet. And people have the mentality in Cuesta, New Mexico, that that's a curse. And so what they did is they threw her away to an orphanage. And what the curse is, the actual curse that she had cursed on her was not her broke down feet. It was being born to a family in an environment that is not made to nurture the baby, but throws it away. And then it creates systems where people pay themselves to say, we care, and do things like take care of babies and put them in orphanages. And then that's just where the predators hang out and do weird stuff to kids. And that's what happened to my mom. And that's, you know, and then weird stuff happened to me, you know, because that's the world that we live in. While it's blinded by the guides of go whatever team you like. Or go next thing, you know, which I get caught up in too. I do. I get caught. I'm a techie head. I'm a computer. We all are. We're like radios, and whatever we tune into, we're drawn to, we're like, and like I grew up with Pippy Longstocking. And Pippy Longstocking, I'm sure it has its dark lore. I just had my headphones. What did I do with them? Here they are. It has its dark lore, but I don't care. I'm accentuating on the good stuff. Because it comes, like, it's descent. There's always dark lore. But, like, I posted... I love Sam Cooke. There's shadow and light in everything. The point and goal to this video game of realm of reality that I call life, I've come to find out is at the end of it, when I go into defending my life and I'm talking with creators, am I talking about how I created more joy, or am I talking about how I created more destruction? And how William Donahue was talking about in that video that I pinned in there, he talks about like not being able to kill flies and like getting to a point where, And that's what I like to often mention. I said, that's the best thing when I went to AA for 14 years. That's the best thing I got out of AA is not aligning myself with any denomination, sect of any kind of religion, any government, is that I am aligning myself with my higher power that says, don't do that. That's mean. That's what I'm doing. And according to this guy, William Donahue, that's me aligning with my Jesus Christ frequency, my inner child, you know, and not the kind of inner child that, like, I picture that guy that's the president. I picture him when he was a kid, like 12, 13 years old, like, you know, like old, like, you know, and bored and out there like frying ants with the magnifying glass, because kids that do that end up men like them. And because I always been around, like, I'm like a master of perception, master Marge of perceptions. It's in my planetary chart. And then I have a way to articulate this. Because I live from my heart. And when you turned into your heart, you get all the good data. There's this clip that I got from Pippi Longstocking. I rented it today. Right? While everybody else, their holiday movies, like things that they watched so long ago, they're these, like, you know, Elf. I never watched Elf. I started to watch Elf. I stood there for a minute because my brother's practice wife watched that the year, like, she weird kid watched it, and I just was like, I can't. This isn't funny to me. This isn't entertaining. But when I was a kid, I grew up with like Pippi Longstocking and shows like that. And here's a song. It's on my TikTok. And it's talking about getting the work done. You know? Like, this is my heart space. And that's how they can tell who the do-gooders are. 'Cause, you know, and then they have industries like marketing that do appeal to emotion tactics, so they can, because people without souls want money. So when anytime somebody says to you, it's nothing personal, and then they shit on you, then they're shitting on you for money or some kind of weird enjoyment or something like that. Like, I've heard people say that at the weirdest times, like, I really need help, you know, can you help me out? And then they're like, no, I won't help you out. It's nothing personal. Like, and then, like, I would rather go do nothing. Like, I've had people say things like that. I broke down in San Luis Obispo around Christmas in, like, 95. It was the last time I saw my grandpa alive. And I was in my buddy's car, and I was freaking out because I was 500 miles away from home. My buddy was in Japan, and, oh my goodness, you know, the adventures of Marge. The trouble she gets herself into. And so the car overheated. I lifted up the hood. The alternator was red hot because I just went over the San Luis Obispo, the San Luis Obispo grade. I was in a Mustang 5.0 convertible. It was fun, but still, it was bad storms that year. Anyway, I called my dad. I was like, Dad, I'm scared. I don't know what to do. He said, let it cool down, drive closer, and when you get closer to a Tascadero, then call me. We're in the middle of a card game. So those are what, you know, like that's not like the Christ consciousness. That doesn't bode warm feelings and good tidings and drinking hot cocoa. So what we always did is we were so poor, we would, like, it always made me so much better, made me feel better when I made other people feel better. And it made more sense to me. Because, I mean, I could go eat that bag of candy and then I get a stomach ache, you know. Or I could go do something useful and share it with somebody else and then two people are happy. I'm going to read just, I found this. Well, I've always had it and I've always kept track of it. I never read it until the other day. And I'm going to read it right now in its entirety. So the whole collection is all in one place. Because this is like my digital diary online too. And it's dated April 9th, 2013. So, God, how long ago is that? 12, 13? 2005 is almost over, so 12 years ago. Mom wrote on this corner, 39 years old. And then on this one, April. See, we didn't have a lot of money, so we would do things from the heart to express our appreciation and gratitude. Graditations, appreciations, and gratitudes. Anyway, okay. Enough. Okay, so 39 things 39 things in Margie I appreciate. God, this kid was so derpy. Oh my gosh. Are you kidding me? Look at this kid. Nope. Even the badger. So we're going to watch that later. Because it's just because, you know, like I said, we didn't have a lot, but Mom made sure we had cable, right? And I'd wake up in the middle of the night and find these weird channels and just watch these funny little movies. But I keep them alive because I was drawn to it from my heart, so I keep it alive. All right, so 39 things. They're real brief. Should I read them backwards, Mom? Nah, it don't matter. Okay. Number 1, I appreciate seeing the twinkle in her eyes when she's, quote, happy. I appreciate that God chose me to be her mom. I appreciate the sound of her laughter. I appreciate her personal integrity. I appreciate her love and care she gives all animals in the family. I appreciate the love and kindness and caring and help that she has given me over the years. 7, I appreciate the love and kindness and caring and help that she has given to me over the years, as well as the courtesy she has extended to other people, young or old, black or white, short or tall. 8, I appreciate and I am in awe of her remarkable, amazing, artistic talents and abilities. I appreciate the strength of her personal determination to achieve what she sets out to achieve. The blood, sweat, and tears she will prevail. Her years in the Air Force, her college education, getting a good job, buying her own home, buying her own home furnishings, buying her car, and the comfort and loving care she totally and consistently showers on Cideray, Tucker, and RD2. 10. I appreciate seeing the glint in her eyes and her dimples when she smiles, accompanied with her unique giggle. Is it that one? Is that the giggle, Mom? You know what's funny? It's I have a woo-mate. My brother has a similar giggle. I wonder how often he does that giggle these days. Okay. 11. I appreciate her ability to be open and to try different things, from fresh foods, new recipes, to off-road adventures. 12. I appreciate her genuine compassion for other people and animals. 13. I appreciate her concern and consistency in getting sassy and sweetie to the vet when necessary, because we never could when we lost a lot of animals that died, you know, for not really a good reason, you know, but we didn't have enough money to pay for the guy and his family to go on vacation to Hawaii and Vegas every year. That's what it comes down to. So anyway, I don't have Earth in my chart, so the only means of money that I have is to, you know, we don't ask for a lot to be, our means are met, so we have excess. I use it to do things to make other people happy. Obviously, I got like a resume from my mom of what kind of person I am. And then shortly after this, she lost her ability to write, or her desire. But she doesn't anymore so much, ever. She hasn't known what day it is for like 15 years. So every day is Christmas to us, huh, Mom? Yeah. We watched her today. It looks real pretty. Where was I? I appreciate that she was with me when April passed away and that she was holding her so she knew she was loved and not alone. I appreciated going shopping with her even when it was, well, she says hundreds of miles away over the phone, but we were 1,700 miles away from Reading to Omaha. And I got a DUI so I couldn't drive on base. So I had to walk across the golf course. Mom, that golf course don't even exist anymore. Oh. They put another Stratcom in. That's what the military is about, is freaking building unuseful, ginormous resource hogs. And then they like to play like blocks. And then they tear them down, give themselves budget to rebuild. Because DC is an extension of Hollywood, and I really wish people could really get the concept that is the reality and that we live in. I appreciate that she and Jerry have grown closer to each other and have a very strong bond of love between them. That is no longer the case. Plot twist. We have been no contact 5 years since I asked him to help me find a place to that's what I knew. He became a Sith. He became a Darth Vader. And I'm like, our dad is Darth Vader, and he went to the dark side. And I'm not doing that. I've been there and I don't like it. And bad things happen there. So anyway, 17, I appreciate that she is driving and I am her I appreciate when she is driving and I am her passenger and I am stressed as a result of her driving mannerisms, and I ask her to slow down, she does. And Ma, now I like to go all the back roads where the speed limit is like 15, 25 miles an hour, and the reason is I worked on the flight line 15 years and the flight line, the speed limit was 15 miles an hour. So I had to learn to slow my inside down because I'm always up in the ethers. I'm a very excitable person. I don't have earth in my chart. I'm like air, water with fire. I'm a steamy little firecracker. And woo, once I get going, I get going. And so it's I had to learn to temper that. So God did that for me. Put me in a truck where I had to drive it. So now I slow down, and then Mom never gets scared. And we go the back ways, and then like people come racing up on me because they got the zoomies because they don't got no emotional control. No then of that JC frequency that tells them just to slow down and nobody will get hurt. They don't got that. And then like now, we're getting, let me finish this and then I'll talk about turnover. I want to talk about why the earth is going through so many changes because of turnover. I appreciate, love, and cherish my framed I love you, a bushel in a peck, and a hug around the neck poster. Unfortunately, I think that got left either in Oregon or Flagstaff. I got it at Cracker Barrel in Council Bluffs because she used to say that all the time, and then I saw this poster and I was like, oh my God, thank you. Oh my goodness, do the right thing and get the right, things happen. 19, I appreciate, love, and cherish the Velveteen Rabbit she gave me for Christmas in 1987. I still have it. It's in a tote in there. Some of the stuff, we don't have a lot of stuff, but like the sentiment, like the weight that comes with the story that contains these items, it's insurmountable. They're priceless, really. I appreciate working on projects with her, even when she's real bossy, because I know that she's usually knows what she's doing, and she does listen to any suggestions I may have. We work well together. I appreciate that because a lot of mothers and daughters can't. I know my sister can't work good with her mom anymore because she died. Because she wasn't connected to that, you know, JC frequency. She was connected to that, she had her demons and she let them run the show and they ran her right to the other side. But I just got earth angels on the other side, and I know her energy's probably here with me now with freaking, all the boys, because they're always with me every day, all the time. 21, I appreciate the sensitivity you showed me after my second surgery within 7 days and my belly button was distorted. You simply said to me, "It's okay, Ma. You're not going to be a belly dancer." I appreciate the very, very, very special Jello birthday cake she and Brooke made for my birthday that year after 2 major surgeries in 7 days. I appreciate Margie's ability to encourage me to try different things, like on one of the few occasions it snowed in Reading and we walked down the street and she said, "Ma, try catching the snowflakes on your tongue." And I did, and it was fun. See, Mom never got to be a kid because she grew up in an orphanage. Mom didn't get to do all that, Mom, so she got to heal her stuff because I got to help her. And that's what kids are supposed to do, is keep people, but people got to make it weird. But it's changing, because those old ways are dying real fast. They're being washed away, like all the floods in California and all because Earth is an Etch-a-Sketch, and if we don't make it good, then we get our toys taken away. We can't do right. I appreciate waking up in the intensive care unit in the hospital and seeing you there on the day I was to get up and walk after having my stroke. I remember you giving me lots and lots of encouragement that I could do it. And you walked with me and the physical therapist, and I did it. It was so hard and it hurt, but I did it because you were there and you believed in me. Thank you.
That's nice.
It is nice, Mom. I'm glad I kept this. Sorry it took me so many years to read it. I appreciate it when I was in the hospital and you would call and talk to me and let me talk to all the animals. Because I was 15-year-old. No, wait, what? When did I see? I'm getting confused because she had her stroke in '89, so I was 15, and my brother was just screwing off being a senior, playing hooky, and he wasn't thinking about any of my I fed my the whole time. I've been taking care of myself a long time. I appreciate it when I had to have an MRI scan in the hospital in the huge tunnel machine, and I was scared, and you sat at the opening and just patted gently on my feet, and I relaxed because I knew you were there. I was 15. I look at 15-year-olds now, they can't even hardly keep their ass clean. Legitimately themselves, honestly. It's whoa. Marge! I appreciated your many clever endeavors, like when the Easter when you were home before going into the service, and you made a special effort to hide Easter eggs for Arthur in the backyard so he could seek a treat. I had a whole ass song for that. We do it all the time. Seek a treat, seek a treat, seek a treat, 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 seek a treat, seek a treat, seek a treat to eat. Seek a treat, seek a treat, seek a treat, treat, eat. Seek a treat to eat. And then I'd go off because I don't know. That's fun. Anyway. He was, yeah, Arthur, he was a good dog. I appreciate my opportunities to go shopping with you. I appreciate the fact that when Isidore was sick at the vet, you stood by his side and shared all your strength and love with him, just as you had shared with me when I had been weak. So weak, thank you. I appreciate the fact that you are compassionate to other people and show it through your words as well as your actions, like getting dog shampoo and medicine for a young woman who didn't have the money to get for her dog. That was like so long. That was almost done. Last page. I appreciate your thoughtfulness in getting an older woman at your work a birthday cake and totally surprising her. To be remembered is a gift in itself. I appreciate that you and Jerry are both open to each other's suggestions and ideas, and that you talk frequently and share openly and laugh together. So that's 2 that are no longer applicable. That's not bad, but anyway. Don't take it off I'm just kidding around. I appreciate that you have the ability to stand up for other people who aren't able or don't know that they have the power in themselves to do so. I got to use that one today, Ma, because my Earth Angel, I called her this morning to say, hey, how you feeling, and she wasn't feeling good, and she didn't want to go do this thing. And so what I did is I just gave her permission to give herself permission to just not go do that thing. And then you don't have to feel any of the feelings that you're feeling. None of them. Gone. Poof! Just like that. Magic. Woohoo! So I wonder if she ended up doing the thing, because I just called her and she wasn't there. So maybe, I don't know. I'm excited later to find out. I've been sending her texts, but she's having her day too. She's hanging out with her, she's hanging out with all of the ghosts of, because that's what happens when the veil is thin. All the ghosts come out, They say like the ghost of Christmas spirit, past, present, future. They're all of our ghosts walk with us every day. That's why I try not to do things to piss off ghosts, because they can do things to make things hard for me, and I don't want that. I appreciate the fact that after I got home from the hospital, after my stroke, and you would walk to the store with me, I would walk with my cane, and then you'd carry the groceries home. That was back in 89. Still, I was 15. Whatever, Ma. Whatever we got to do to take care of you. Just get better, Ma. That's all. It's my Cancer. I got Capricorn in my 7th and 8th house, and Cancer in my 1st and 2nd. I am here to help the world become a better place. Legitimately. Like, that is my purpose. I understand that to be my purpose. The funny part is like attract like, and people see me and they don't even know what the fuck I am. And I was just like, don't worry about it, what I am. I ain't gonna hurt you. Because I've been hurt. And I don't want to do that to nobody else. I appreciate the fact that with your busy schedule, you make a point to take care of your boys. They're all in heaven now. But their imprint is on my heart. My heart projects it, and they're right over there on their places where they laid for years. And I can think back of every living room I've had since we left Omaha, and they always had their comfy spot, and all I have to do is tap into the no place space, and we're all together, and then I get to cry, and they're just tears of joy. I'm just overwhelmed with happiness that my boys aren't gone, because energy never dies. I'm almost done. Focus. That you take care of your boys to their outside play dates in the park, and that you take such good care of them, their health, their diet, and lots of love. P.S. and Sidere too. I appreciate the fact that you now can drive us to the grocery store together. I appreciate the fact that you share your home with me, Sassy, Sweetie, and Turkey Bird, as well as Artie, Tucker, and Sidere, and you too, truly a happy home. Simply said, I appreciate you, Margie. Love, little mom. So, that's like my resume, I got a good resume, too. You know? Anyway, okay. We'll talk to this last part. And then we're going to go back to watching Pippi Longstocking, huh, Mom? And if you go to... Here, you want me to leave that there? Yeah. It's not your way? Here, okay, let me get your water. Where is your water? It was up there. Yeah. And then where did I set it?
I set it up.
Blue and the red. Let me get you some water fast. Did I put it over here? Yep. Nope. Here, you can just... There it is. I found it.
You're okay?
I'm great.
All right. She's happy. You're happy. Oh.
If you get the fortunate enough to have something old love you, what you find out about like frequency is you see it in I found it in people and in animals. Like when excitement happens, they don't know if especially rescue animals are more prone to this, especially if they came from traumatic events. They don't know if this is like a good surprise or scary surprise. Right? Like my dog Arthur, my first dog, I drank a lot through a lot of the years that I had him, and I would drink away from him. I didn't like drink. He bit me in the face one time because I wouldn't respect his boundaries. I was screwing with him. And that's what drunks do. They just don't care about what you don't want because they're narcissists, they're demonic, they're evil beings, they're ick. And they just, think it's cute and it's funny and laugh at all, and it's predatory behavior. And so, okay, what happens when we die? That's William Donahue talked about that in the video that I linked in this talk. It's only 52 minutes. It's worth the talk. He's a good speaker. He's not boring. He keeps you engaged. And then sometimes people say things and I just like to listen how he reacts. He's like, yeah, okay, whatever. As I was saying, blah, 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 blah. But he lets people into his orbit. He doesn't like shut them out. It's cool. He engages. He has an open forum. I wonder what he's doing today. Is he still alive? He's probably a Freemason. I don't care what people are. I care what people do with what they are. That guy has educated me so much and so many other people on things that, you got to take the good with the bad. Just take the good and leave the rest, So, he was talking about how you can't take a life. And I'm like, well, I'll kill a mosquito all day, every day. So I guess that's karma I'll have to absolve, But I'm trying to be an entity where I don't kill things. Like I try to like just transplant things. See, I've had dogs where they've gotten bit by spiders, and I've been bit by spiders, like a brown recluse, and I've been split by. So I don't want my dogs or mom, God forbid. So I'll kill spiders. And because it's in my house. And I'm not gonna take them out there because they made their way in here one time. Somehow, they're smart. I don't want them to, no, you're not welcome. No, because I'm not going to bite it, and I don't want it in the house. Like, this is my safe zone. I should be able to quietly live in peace without the threat of freaking getting bitten or my dog or mom getting bitten by a fleshy, and mosquitoes, I'm allergic, and I'm O positive. They love my blood, and I get welts, and yeah, I kill mosquitoes. Don't get on me, and don't have me sustain your life with my life force. That's parasitic. That ain't cool. I don't like it. It's gross. No. So that's my own personal constitution is that, maybe I'll turn this one on. Not really worried about the aesthetics. I just don't want to be on a total black screen. I don't really want to look like that Max Headroom dude. And so Donahue was talking about it, like how you can't kill life, because when you kill that life, you know, and he has his interpretation. And then that led me to my interpretation, that it's like, that's what keeps us divinely protected on this earthly plane, is because mom has just that little kid. She has always encompassed that little kid. And so when I was a kid, she let me be a kid. Like, she was the most perfect mom for me, and my brother too. See, the thing of it is my mom wouldn't let my brother get out, my brother was always, he still is, he's a lawyer. He was always the cheat. He always used his brain, and he would manipulate. He still does control people, use the charm. He's one of them narcissists. I just didn't know what they were, and that books are written about jerks like my brother, and my dad and his dad, because it's a frequency thing. It's just people that feel really bad about themselves, want to cause harmage. But what they don't realize, that there's us that are of the tender hearted, and we are the pure soul and the pure spirit, and we don't want to cause harm, because we've seen too much harm be caused. And when you've seen harm be caused, you don't want to do that yourself, and especially if that harm has been caused on you. Like, if you've been hit in the face, square in the face, and my brother did. Only time I ever been hit in the face, I saw stars. Saw frickin' straight up, went into the no place days. And then I frickin' grabbed up the closest object, and I went after him, and he ran like a little bitch. Because he always, you know. But he was a state wrestler, so dude would slam my head into the ground. Like, I had to learn to defend myself from men, but, you know. Wait, I said that wrong. I had to learn to defend myself from my brother before I realized that I had to defend myself from all men. Is what that's my experience. You know, I hear there's really great guys out there. I just have never really been afforded any advantage from these self-proclaimed wonderful men. I have, however, been benefited by the great generosity from earth angels, and that's why I try to be an earth angel, because I've been at my lowest point, you know, and all I could do, like, Marge, what could you do right now? Like, what could be your saving grace right now? If somebody came in and did this, it would make everything better, right? And then I pray for that, and then my prayers go out into the no place space. And then people that are the same frequency of me, I end up on their FYP. And then they listen to me and they go, me too, me too, me too. Yeah, that makes sense, me too. And I start resonating to them, because we sing the same songs. Our heart beat the same frequency. Because like attracts like. And then, you know, I had an earth angel when I was down and out, like I was 5 years ago. We had just moved to Taos, but there was like several 7 weeks, but it was like maybe it was 11. I don't know, it felt like an eternity, the life lessons I had to learn there. Like because I took my dogs out, like, I mean, it was a nightmare. Go back there and watch them. It's like, and this woman watched my videos and she saw my light leaving. She's like, I see your light leaving. She's like, I just lost my husband, my dear sweet Steve. He went off to heaven. Because he couldn't battle his demons, and they shortened his life, and she had to watch him dissolve and evolve, and the evolution of what happens to the body when the human spirit isn't healed. And at the end of his life, he was putting booze in his feeding tubes, because he couldn't stop. He couldn't help himself. But they can always stop whenever they want. And the demons tell you, just, no, you don't want to. It's cool, man. And so what I'm finding is, like, what karma is, like the energy you put out, you know, you come back. So, like, I see how we're divinely protected and how I really need to stop. I don't need to. My mouth, I speak in matters of facts, and then people put their emotional attachments onto the facts and the matters in which I speak. And then I'm in trouble and unsafe because they can't control themselves emotionally. 4, 4, 4, 4. And so, like, I see all these spirits, all this energy that did not die peacefully because they didn't live peacefully. Because how do I live peacefully? I do things to give peace to other people. And because I do that, some lady I never met in a place I've been to, but like, you know, like, she's 70 years old and I came across her FYP. She's like, I want to help you. That woman sent me a check for $15,000. And so if you don't have big faith, you're not going to understand concepts like, I don't believe in miracles, I rely on them. And then we end up in Taos, 22 miles south from where Mom was born. Born. We gave 5 years to make it right to her, to do right by her. They should have had freaking parades for her. They should have welcomed her homes. We're so sorry for throwing you away, sweet little angel. We met one of her opportunistic trash heap. They call him, he's druggy guy in Cuesta, where she was born. You know? But none of them want to do nothing to help me soak her feet. But my sweet dear earth angel, it sent us back. She's like, we got like, she sent Mom magnesium, and we soaked Mom's feet. You know? How you feeling today, Mom? Your hair feels good?
Yes.
Since we washed it?
Yeah.
I got you barrettes.
Yeah.
They're on the way. See? Because I've been on the defense a lot of years, so I had to. That's how I can tell who the machismo is, because I am the machismo. I'm the tiny little dude in a woman's body, and so I could tell who the tiny little women in dude bodies are. And so anyway, you got all these people like that didn't live peacefully, and now they're all gathering in the data, the no place space. In the ethers is what scientists call it. I call it the no place space. Where all the last breaths go. Where all the ideas and information is held and all the light gathered. When you gather up all the light on the earth, it can't equal the brightness of source, the sum of all parts of all of our hearts. Well, hearts are opening up because so many people have passed in the last 5 years that it's created so much heartache that it's either breaking people open or it's shutting them up. And that's why we're having so much this differential information, this differential energy between love and hate. And hate is just hurt and fear, like that. That's the spiritual war. World War III is of the spiritual variety. It's the war that I fight within myself all the days that I was angry about something that I couldn't control, I was powerless about, until I picked up my dumbbells. I got these dumbbells, and I should, you know what I should do? I don't know. I think they're okay. I got these dumbbells. I got these dumbbells, these 20-pound dumbbells. And then when I feel powerless, I go through and I do sets of 100, like as fast as I can, and get my muscles to burn. Sometimes I'll have contests within myself. And then I'll put it down and I'll walk around. But just while we're sitting here watching TV, because I don't go to the gym, you know. Who has the time to give somebody else money to get on icky equipment? I had to go to the gym when I was in the military. Because they wanted to kick me out because they said I was out of standards. So I became so far into standards, I became like this super wonder soldier that I won awards. After getting a DUI. My story's pretty cool. Thanks, Ma. Thanks, Ma. Thanks, Ma, for making me. Sometimes I was like, there was a lot of times that I really did legitimately wish, like, I was not on this planet. Like, I wish I was just never born. And then I think about ways that I impacted people. And that's okay by me. So, anyway, I'm talking to myself. we're gonna get going and be together since we're just being together right here, right now, huh, Ma?
Yes.
Yeah?
Your smile.
Your smile?
Your smile.
Your smile?
Yes.
It's your smile, Ma. I just get to borrow it for a while.
Oh,